Hey everybody, wherever you might be on the Gulf Coast, I hope you're having an awesome day. Yesterday, we saw Jesus navigating some really difficult days and dealing with some really difficult people. And we saw that he did it by surrounding himself with some really good people and enjoying some really good times. Today, I want to show you a couple of other verses that made this night even sweeter for Jesus. In Mark chapter 14, verse 3, a verse we read yesterday, we read this. A woman came with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume made of pure nard. She broke the jar and poured the perfume on Jesus' head. Now, Mark tells us that this perfume was very expensive, but in another verse later in the same chapter, he tells us that it was actually worth about a year's wages. And when you read that, I promise you, you immediately think one of two things. You either think, what an incredible way to worship, or you think, what an incredible waste of money. Judas, and maybe even some of the other disciples, saw it as a waste. In fact, Mark says in verse 5 that they rebuked her harshly. It's like they're scolding a little child. But then Jesus sets the record straight. He said, Judas, leave her alone. She has done a beautiful thing to me. In fact, Jesus is so impressed by what this woman has done. He says in verse 9, truly I tell you, wherever the gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her. There's a lesson that I don't want you to miss in this story. It's never a waste when it's used on Jesus. As you think about your money, as you think about your time, as you think about your life, you can waste it on a lot of things, but you can never waste it if you use it on Jesus. And so today, I want you to think about using some of your money to do something that honors Jesus. Give to someone in need, help the poor, invest in the work of the local church. But remember, you can't waste it if you use it on Jesus. In addition to money, you may want to use some of your time or your gifts in a way that will serve other people and in a way that will honor Jesus. Anything that you use on Jesus is not a waste, but an investment that you will never regret. So as you live your life today, pour out your life for Him because it's never a waste when it's used on Jesus.